welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about Tolumnia orchid care. I will show you my Tolumnias and I will tell how I care for them. This is my first care collab video along with a few other channels. Basically, this care collab concept, it's started by Nina, who runs the channel Ninja Orchids. She came up with this idea and she orchestrates everything. What happens is that many growers from different parts of the world try to post their videos on a particular orchid on the same day. So all of us will be posting today at different times probably, but the links will be there in our video description. So you can check the other videos as well, and you will have a ton of information on how different people they grow their Tolumnias, how different, what are the different methods, what are the different options that you have got. So today I am collaborating with Ninja Orchids and Plants and Other Things, Mies Orchids, Matt by Nature, WhatsApp Orchids, Lynn Smith, Honeybees and Orchids, Michelle's Life on Repeat, Cloud Forest Vibes, Orchids and More, and Art and Orchids. So all the video links will be there in the description. You may check those out. Quite a lot of channels. Many of us have Tolumnias, and there is not a specific variety of Tolumnia that we are talking about. There are so many Tolumnia hybrids, there are so many colors, but the care doesn't change. The care is similar for each and every variety. So this is a general care video. So now let's get started. I live in Bhubaneswar, a city in the eastern coastal line of India. We experience a very tropical climate here. It's almost always very hot and humid. The winters are very mild. We do get 1 to 2 months of heavy rainfall somewhere during the mid of the year. Basically, it's unending summer with slight relief during 2-3 months of winter. In summer, the temperature it goes up to 45 degrees Celsius and sometimes even more, and the humidity all around the year it stays at an average of around 60 to 80%. So here are my Tolumnias. I have quite a few Tolumnias. All are mounted. These you see in the terracotta pots, they are actually mounted on styrofoam pieces, and I have stuck them inside these pots. I initially intended to hang these upside down, so I came up with this idea, but I didn't like the way the leaves were growing, so I ditched that idea and finally I placed these cups normally. I prefer mounting my Tolumnia orchids, as I keep saying in videos that I am a compulsive waterer, and that habit combined with my humid climate it makes these quite vulnerable to rot. These are often sold labeled as miniature oncidiums, but believe me, they are anything but oncidiums. The care is completely different. Maybe the roots are somewhat like oncidiums, very thin thread like roots. Other than that, their care is more vanda orchid like, I feel. They like good ventilation, and the roots they like to dry out in between the waterings. Mounting works best for me, but that doesn't mean that it will work for everybody. Mix like small bits of charcoal, small leca or perlite in terracotta pots or even plastic pots with a lot of drainage and ventilation holes. You can see my mounted Tolumnias are quite healthy. The leaves are very plump, and they have a purplish tinge to them. That is quite normal. My Tolumnias, they receive good amount of light, and with proper light exposure, they tend to develop such discoloration. Tolumnias, they love intermediate to warm climate and very bright light, basically diffuse bright light all throughout the day, and they even like direct morning and late afternoon sunlight. My Tolumnias, they receive morning sunlight from around 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. from the eastern side. I have my Tolumnias over here at this northeastern corner of my balcony, of my north facing balcony. So my Tolumnias, they get a solid 2.5 hours of direct morning sunlight. They don't get any sunlight in the direct sunlight in the afternoon. Rest of the day, the spot remains very bright. So if any Tolumnia is developing very pale yellow leaves, then that might be an indicator that the light is probably too much. Then you may want to tone down the light a bit or move it further away from the light. So the preferred humidity is around 50 to 70%, where again that is something which most of us can provide. So coming to watering, Tolumnias, they need thorough watering, but they like to dry out in between the waterings. I mist my Tolumnias once daily throughout the year, and during the hot summer months I water them twice daily. So you can see I have Tolumnias mounted on the thermocol piece and also on a wooden slab and coconut husk, and all of them they are doing well. I haven't personally considered potting yet. I had tried waterculture for my Tolumnias in past, but I failed miserably, so now I prefer rather airy, dry and bright growing conditions for my Tolumnias than anything else. Now coming to fertilizers, I use liquid seaweed extract and Epsom salt every 15 to 20 days to feed them all around the year. The frequency decreases a little in the winters, not that these need a winter rest or something like that, but the growth somewhat it slows down a bit and they don't need much feeding then. So I reduce the frequency to maybe just once a month or once in 1.5 months, like that. Don't cut off watering or fertilizing completely during the winters. These are great orchids to have. With proper care they bloom several times a year. Some of my matured Tolumnias they bloom even 3 to 4 times a year. And the best part is, like Phalaenopsis orchids, these can rebloom and produce secondary spikes from the older spikes, so that's a bonus. I believe these are probably the perfect mini orchids to have. So that's all friend, that's all for today. This was my video on Tolumnia orchids. Make sure to check out the other videos as well. You may find something very interesting, something new. So thanks for watching. I hope you find this video useful, and if you like this video then please subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Keep supporting. Have a great day. Bye bye.